everyone! Do you know that you can find a Santa workshop in Colorado Springs? I'm totally kidding. I actually have a special guest today that will make you feel that you have been in Santa workshop. That's our guest today is Henny Vallee. She is our VP of Content and Design Development for Blooming Aces Creative, and she is my little sister. She and her husband have created wonderful things by repurposing unused items in her surrounding and created into a joyful, wonderful crafts that her local communities just adore and couldn't get enough of. So let's see what she does and where she actually create her serial entrepreneurial journey with all of these skills and passion. So let's dive in and also learn about how she handled mompreneurship with all her 4 children. This is going to be a fun one, and you don't want to miss it. Thank you for spending the time with us today. I know you have a very busy schedule, and he has 4 children, little ones, and she's also a serial entrepreneur, mompreneur, I should say. And I'm very excited to have her here. She has so many great things that she has built with her family. And tell us where you're located, Henny, and
Sure.
And also a background about what's your background and what's your how did you get here, get where you're at right now, and
Sure.
what you do. Mhm.
So I'm in Colorado Springs, originally, from California as well, like Erna. And so, we've been in California for over 20 years, I believe, since my high school.
Yeah.
And I remember I wanted to be an illustrator before, but based on Erna's guidance,
Oh.
she advised me to maybe pursue graphic design because that's a more applicable career. And so I did. I went to Cal State Long Beach and pursued graphic design. Very, very grateful for that because I think it's been very useful in my life. And and just so still grateful for your advice along the way. And so since
you're
then,
welcome.
yeah. And it's just so flexible, right? Like you can use it for a lot of things.
Yeah.
I've used it to do like a boutique brand design agency before, and I've used it for launching an online magazine and just like different ways, wedding invitation business. It's just so many different applications, even your personal life, if you have your birthday party for your kids.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Henny's very good at like doing these little crafts for little gifts, that's so creative for people. Invitation, t-shirt design,
Yes,
she
t-shirt,
love those things. Yeah.
a little
Henny,
gift.
you have so many. Henny has a lot of imagination. Actually, since she's my sister, I have to ask her to share everybody. But this little story where you created this new small business when you were, how old were you? You were like
second grade.
Second grade. Yeah, this little business. Tell us a bit about that, Henny.
So second grade, I started drawing, I don't know, princesses and things. And then my friends liked it. So I said, you can have it. I'll sell it to you for like 25 cents or something.
Yeah.
It's rupiah at the time. And so we start selling them. And, I have friends who are boys too that wanted pictures. So I had my brother draw some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I remember those times, and then I remember you start doing that, and I guess like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome, and I end up helping her with production.
Yeah, and then third grade, I came upon this discovery that when you dip paper in oil, it became like that transparent.
Vellum, yeah, they call it the vellum paper. Yeah.
Pictures.
I remember dipping those for you. Like I was like, hey, how about this, Henny? How about this? Like I end up like expanding her
little
line.
icons, yeah.
Like
her fruits or something. But
then
we realized when you stick it in a book, after a while the oil dries up and it just turned into a yellow paper.
Oh gosh.
So that's just a trial error.
Any refund? No.
Thank God. Maybe they just put in a book and they forgot about it. They just lost it. You know how
Well,
kids
in
are.
Indonesia, we don't have a lot of those refund policy like in America, right? So
You buy it,
yeah.
you get it. It's yours. You deal with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. That was
Oh my
funny.
God.
So
I totally
Henny has
forgot.
this definitely entrepreneurial spirit since he was young, very young, and then until now, actually, I saw her creation recently for this holiday, and I just told her, you have to come to our podcast and share with us what you've been doing. So tell us a little bit more about your move from California to Colorado, and then what you and her husband Patrick been doing with the kids, and then with your like side business. Because Henny, you have a full-time job too, so it's amazing. I don't know how you do it. So tell us.
Sure. So when we were in California, we moved around a lot. I would
Mhm.
say, since we were married for, I would say 8 years, 7, 8 years at the time, we probably moved about 5 times.
Oh
And so
wow.
the
Yeah,
last
yeah,
time,
yeah,
because our family keep growing, so we just keep moving and
yeah.
upgrading.
Yeah. We have a joke around. Why in the what did they say? What did they say? Every time you have a
What?
there's a joke around in our family about Henny and her family. It's like every time she has another child, she will be moving. So
It's always an upgrade.
but she has a great group of friends that help her move. She's like an expert mover, I have to say.
Yes.
Yeah,
We have to downsize and everything.
Yes, she's good at downsizing. So
and also settling down. So every time we move, within a week or two, there will be pictures on the wall.
I know. I was so amazed. Like, how do you make the houses so homey so fast? Sometimes it takes me like years to even like unpack my wedding gifts.
Yeah, because my husband Patrick, he loves having a home, so he will always put up pictures and things on the wall first.
Yeah. Right.
But
right.
yeah, I don't know. We're just very efficient when we're
I think Henny, Patrick Henny's husband is very, he's very like hands-on, and I think that's amazing. Like his handwork around the house is like amazing. Like the way I so want to, adopt him at home. He's so good. So Henny, so what are you guys up to lately? Tell us this one thing that you're creating right now, with the...
Oh yeah, going back to why we moved. The last place we were at, we bought a townhome, and so the townhome is not very big, obviously, and with 4 kids, it's hard to always tell them to be quiet, because we're seriously next to each other, right, in the townhome. So we felt like, why are we staying in California when we have the whole world to move to, right? I mean, why?
Yeah.
And so we opened up our search for work, and we found a full-time professor position in Colorado Springs. Never in my life thought about Colorado before. And so we looked into it, and we made the big move. And so glad we made that decision, because we have a nice home we can make into ours, and a lot of space to grow into, and big backyard, big front yard, a lot of good neighbors, So
I love that sometimes Henny will be sending us the snowy pictures in her like backyard. They're always making new things, making like a new furniture, or making like the patio being like very all cozy, and I love seeing the improvements that are around the house that you guys created by hand. That's impressive. So yeah.
So how?
So show us your new creation, the logs, the character logs.
I have little ones here with me today.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Oh, how cute! So that's a log underneath that? Oh my god! So how did you come up with the idea? How did you come up with the ideas? Like where you get to start it this year, right?
Well, actually, we started making stuff last year. He started with very minimal tools back in California. But because our space, we had no garage, no space, so we couldn't really do much. but he did start in California, and then when we moved
Okay.
here, we have a garage that he can, start growing his tools.
Yeah.
And the great thing about Colorado is that there's a lot of resources in the sense of like material resources.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
we started with pallets, because pallets are free everywhere. So the thought is, how can we make more money every month, right?
Yeah.
Just with what we have around, what we can access.
Yeah.
And so free material is always the best, right? So we started with pallets. And start researching what do you make with pallets.
Yeah.
He actually made like shelves. So
I see.
I don't know if I can show you here.
Yeah. Take us there. Oh wow, that looks really cool.
That's how we use.
Very rustic.
So he made those, and then he made planters from it. Planters.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is that we don't know which one will sell, right? It's just it's like a trial and error with everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the easiest route we chose was Facebook Marketplace, because it's the easiest, already on your phone, right? No fees. They don't take any fees.
Cool. Facebook Marketplace. I see. So for those of you who wants to sell your little crafts and creation, that could be a good one to look into.
Yep, and it's a good market research for free, because you can tell which items get views the most, and then which ones, and then you'll know your pricing too. Like when you price something really low, then it's too low when you get all these inquiries like within minutes.
Yeah.
Price correctly, then you'll get maybe like 2 to 3, 4, that are more committed.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It's really interesting.
Sure. Nice.
We've done it over a year now, and it's an interesting little gig.
Cool. So you're selling this little guys, the log characters, right now?
We transitioned from season to season.
Okay.
And so we moved from the pallets to so last year we had this blizzard, like heavy wet snow that broke a lot of trees. So we have these aspen trees in the backyard that broke. So we have to take it down. So we have this, all this like aspen logs, just long ones, right? So we thought, what are we going to do with this? so we decided to cut them up, and then it was like Christmas time, so we painted faces on it. But there's also like different things like this, like these ones.
Oh my!
Just like little wood.
Oh, I see. Oh, how cool! Are you selling those too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're not much. They're kind of like bookends.
Yeah. That is so good. Those are gingerbread houses.
Yeah.
Amazing
it's
painting.
Really like just repurposing, like that.
Yeah, that's so good. Oh my God, that looks so nice. That's such a nice decoration. I mean, you can't get it anywhere else. It's like hand done. Like it's like right unique. Each one of them is unique.
Yeah.
So that's so cool. So I was so impressed. Like I think she did this law characters, like 3, like a series of 3 at a time. You sell it in a group or something? Like how did you? Yeah. Did you sell individual or as a group?
Those ones we said it was like $20 per log or $50 for the whole set.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
We did that for. Yeah, we did that for.
That's a better deal.
For Halloween too. We had Halloween.
Oh, ones. You did that. Okay.
Yeah, like Frankenstein and mummies.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cute. Awesome. Did the kids help you paint some of this, or you just did it?
Sometimes, like we have this lady in the neighborhood that keeps driving by, because our house, since COVID happened, because we're all quarantined, right? So we did massive like decorating in the front yard. We did a lot of project in the front yard, and so we had a lot of painted stuff all over the yard. And so people start noticing, and they're stopping by and they leave you notes and like, here, I love your yard.
How cool.
It's really nice to like a nice way to connect,
attract new friends and neighbors. Nice.
Yeah. And then we've like gifted neighbors with bird houses and things like that.
Oh, how cool. That is so nice.
From that, I just found out recently that I do have following on my Facebook Marketplace. So people that have bought before, they started following, so and whenever I post something new, they know it's new, and if they want something.
So fun. Such a good family business.
It is such a I mean, it's really organic the way it happens.
Yeah, it's this is what I applaud Henny. She just do it. Like she has an idea. They're reusing some stuff that's it's laying there, in the nature. It's like it's like a nature given gifts, and you just turn it into something that's amazing, creative, and it decorate your yard, and then actually bring joy. I would say it bring joy. Like it bringing me joy. Like the moment I saw the 3 logs, she posted in our Facebook community group, our private Facebook community, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. And she have like 2 sets, like they're all different. Some is with reindeer, some is I just thought it was like so fresh and creative, and that's just Henny style. Like I feel like Henny and Patrick, they just start doing things. See, they make cool table with resins, right? So that's.
I can share some pictures.
Yeah. Can you share?
Just let me co-host, and then I'll share.
Oh, let me do that real quick. Hold on. All right. I just let you do that. Oh, by the way, while you're doing this, I want to let you know that the reason why I'm wearing this earphone here, because there's banging construction next door, and if it gets worse, we're gonna be doing bubble dance for that every time they have that. Okay, but as long as we keep going, then we're good.
Yep.
Just want to let you know, apologize for that, but we want to keep going, and because I cannot wait to share with you guys this creation that Henny and Patrick made. So tell us about this. Show us.
Are you seeing the welcome?
Yes, I'm seeing the welcome.
So Patrick went fishing one day with a buddy, and he found this cool driftwood, and he him being a wood guy, he's like totally stoked, right? And his friend looked at him like he's a weirdo, but he took it home, and when I saw him, I'm like, oh, this is really cool too. So we painted welcome.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
It's gone. It's sold. This one is a planter that he made, and I painted for our yard deck.
You still have it, right?
And then,
did you sell that one, or you have it?
Yes.
Wait, yes, you sell it, or
usually we have it a certain amount of time, and then sometimes we post it just to see interest, and if they want it, then we'll make it for them. Like custom order.
Do you have a separation ritual?
It's like pretty much everything I make will go on sale at some point.
That's amazing.
Or there will be a duplicate of it.
Oh, okay. That's cool. What is this? This is really cool.
Kitchen island.
Kitchen island.
Well, it's not an island. It's just part of the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, I know what you mean.
It was just a wall, and then we wanted to add character to it. So this is
so much character.
Pallet wood.
That's beautiful.
And the bench is railroad ties.
Bench. That's a cool bench.
This is a really heavy bench, and actually,
is it at your house right now? Is this at your house right now?
Not anymore.
Oh.
So we had this bench for a while, and then one of the gal that bought something else. She saw all of the posting that I did, like all my listings.
How much did you sell that bench for?
Unfortunately, it wasn't very much because it was on there for a long time, and then I totally forgot about it. And she asked me.
Yeah. Just curious, how much is it? How much did they sell for?
That one was $75.
Oh, it's not bad. Yeah, it's a good price. Good price. Yeah.
I mean, if it's a new listing today, I would probably sell it for $125, $150.
Yeah, for sure.
It's super heavy.
Cool. Yeah, it's a cool thing.
And then this is.
How do you ship that? How did you?
You don't. So I only do local pickup.
Oh, okay, got it.
Even the local pickup was really cheap.
I'm asking for our audience in case people want to do this kind of thing. Like how do they handle this shipping?
Yeah, I don't want to deal with shipping, so that's why I do local pickup.
Lucky local people. They get to get all this handmade stuff. Look at that! I love the way you draw the snowman. looking up. So cute.
So
Yeah.
this is the Let It Snow, just a piece of wood we got lying around
Yeah,
somewhere.
it's nice. Is that wood that's like the top part lighter and the bottom's darker, or did you paint that?
No, I mean that's the
It's
way it
naturally
is.
like that.
Mhm.
So nice. Looks like gradient, like radiation. Oh, what a cute thing.
And then this one was from last year too. It was a palette
Mm-hmm.
wood that we painted over. We did
Mm-hmm.
this for Halloween too. So like we did like ghost town or
Oh my god, I
pumpkin
love this.
patch.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Great. I
And
love this.
seriously, like it's such a like material wise it's so cheap.
Uh,
Why not?
yeah, 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 yeah.
And
Did you sell
so
that one too? This one, this design?
yeah, so this was ours from last year, right? And then
Oh, last year. Okay.
that same gal that bought the bench, she saw this in
Mhm.
my listing too, and she's like, "I want the Christmas sign too." I'm like, "Which Christmas sign?"
Yeah.
And then so she told me this picture, like, "Oh, okay, you
What are
have it,
you?
yeah."
Can you like do custom order? Would you do that, or
Yeah,
do
I
you
do.
want to do
Yeah,
that?
I do.
Mhm.
Like,
Okay.
I have a couple right now that I'm doing for the same
Mhm.
lady that bought so many
Yeah, I
birdhouses.
figured if someone like really like buying your stuff, like you just do custom order because they, and you
Mhm.
can help them, with the design and stuff, right? So
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
What is this? What is this?
So
It's a bench.
this
I mean, like a stool.
it's like a side table or a plant
Something.
stand.
Oh, I
You can
love
use it
it.
as a
It
plant
looks
stand
so
too.
cool.
So this is like the
So is
Colorado.
the color, the original color is the top part? Is the
Mhm,
original color?
mhm.
Wow,
This
that's
is also
beautiful.
this is also like a like a trial and error thing.
Hmm.
So Patrick has a bunch of different stain color, right? This is like different
Yeah,
stain.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so I'm like, why not use it as a paint?
Yeah. Right,
And we
right.
tried it out and it
Yeah,
worked.
yeah. Oh my
This is
god.
one stain color, but this
Uh-huh,
is like
uh-huh.
the top before you mix it, like very light.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then if you
yeah.
dip it, it's like the chunky, like the really dark gunk. That's what you use
Nice.
on the top.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like really, really
So
fun.
this is a wood stain. The colors
Yeah,
are wood stain.
it's
Nice.
insane.
Beautiful, beautiful piece.
Really fun.
Liking. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so this is
Let's see.
more
Thanks for
planter.
putting this presentation together, Henny. I know that she just did it today, by the way. It's like she has
Like
this
5 minutes before.
yeah. I was like, yeah, I want to have visuals, and I didn't realize how many she had. Um,
This is a
cool.
funny one with Bigfoot. And the
I
other side
love
is I
so many like
believe.
imagination. I believe. I love this. So cute.
So this is another one of
Oh,
this
I love
one.
this one.
Oh my goodness, this one is
Mhm.
super popular.
So
I don't know how
nice.
many
Yeah.
benches we did this fall.
How
Since
many?
summer and fall. I don't
Oh
know.
wow.
There was maybe like 10
Oh
benches, I would say.
wow. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they were
Is
going
it still
for,
selling?
if I
Are
make
you still
another one,
selling?
yeah.
Okay.
I
I was
have
gonna just
another
take just
I
take
have a,
pre-order,
I have another bench waiting to be stained. I just haven't. I'm gonna save it
Okay.
till January because I'm doing Christmas
Okay.
stuff right now.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So
Very cool.
I think that's
Beautiful.
all I have. Well, so
Yeah.
this one, since we made it, there's people asking about, oh, can you do elk and deer, or you can do
Yeah, yeah.
wolf, which is kind of fun too. So those are kind of
Yeah.
fun requests. So
Mm-hmm.
those are really awesome. And
Yeah, beautiful. How much is this selling for? Like this
uh,
particular bench? How
so
how long
I
how long
started
did it take you? Mm-hmm.
the building part probably take the longest.
Mm-hmm.
But we kind of streamlined because before he was making like 3 wood right on the top here, like pretty skinny
Mm-hmm.
wood. I'm like, why don't
Yeah.
you just get a wider wood so you saved you time? And so the cost
Mm-hmm.
makes sense,
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
and so it saved him time. And so this one started before at 135, but there were too many requests or
Mm-hmm.
inquiries, so we
Mm-hmm.
keep bumping it up. So I think the
Yeah.
sweet spot is between 160 175.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So custom. So it's good
Mhm.
price for custom.
But my time with the staining was really like an hour, which is great.
Yeah. That's amazing.
As
Yeah.
opposed to like this one.
Yeah, yeah. That's more. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Because it's stain. This is also wood stain, right? You paint it with wood stain. So
yeah,
I love
it's
the
really
feeling
fun.
of that.
Yeah,
Really, really cool.
so that one was. I'm gonna
Amazing. Thanks
stop
for
share.
sharing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Henny, I mean, like that was like so like joyful for me to watch. You know, like all the creation. It's so
Yeah.
uplifting. You
You
know.
see this little one?
No, I don't see.
This one is a log in my
Oh, the
background.
background there. Oh, that's so cool. What is that?
So
It's a
that's a
shelf.
log. No, oh yeah, that too. That's a pallet shelf.
I like that. With the is that a lamp on the top of it?
So on top, he's trying to make this like a fairy homes, like for our yard.
Yeah.
And so it's a log, and then he put like hardwares for the
Okay.
windows and then
I
the light.
like that. That's so cool. You should take a picture of that one. Close up,
Yeah.
So yeah. So nice. Like you know what? This is why I want Henny to come on during this holiday, because I think she reminds me of this Santa Claus. Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus, like this is like the elf, what do you call the workshop, right? Like the toy workshop. I seriously feel that way with your creation, Henny. I want to ask you something. Do you know what is your superpower?
I would think probably resourcefulness.
Yeah.
There's nothing that will prevent me from doing something that I want to do. Right. And so I'll figure it out. I'll find a way,
Yeah.
I think most people, in the past I've had limits put on me because I have 4 kids, right? I'm working full time. And you must be crazy to have this other thing,
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll show you.
Yeah, you definitely did show us, like I that's the thing about Henny. She always like impressed me how much she create, she continued to create. That's her passion to create, and it doesn't matter, like she has 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, she's still producing this great work, right? And on top of being full-time, being a wife, great, also like, follower of faith, stuff like that, so I think that's a lot of obligation. So the question now is, like, it is like, I don't know, like with your superpower, with all your passion, but we only have 24/7, right? And this is always kind of like the question in people's mind. Sometimes I have friends asking me like, how did Henny does it? How does he do it, right? And then so how do you do it? Actually, how do you like? Do you have a certain like? Number one, there's 2-part question. Like number one is like, what is your do you pursue any goals in your life, or it's like every day is a different kind of journey? Like do you have a certain goal or legacy you're pursuing? Do you have that? Yeah, that's number one question.
We usually write our goals, for the year.
When you say we, you think Patrick and you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we kind of know what we want to knock out this year.
Okay.
And like
so you're like a team.
Yeah. And next year we have big goals, to bring our parents, right, to Colorado Springs. And that's a big goal. And so we have a list going, how are we gonna, what do we need to prep? So like things that to improve, like, just anything. Like we need a storm door because the breeze, in the winter through the door is really cold. So we want to make sure there's like a storm door installed. So we have that already going for January, and we need space. So like pantry wise is not working right now. We got to figure out a new solution, like things like that. Like we are starting on that prep work. So we, obviously Patrick and I are busy, but we do have a ongoing list go, so we are always on the same page.
That's great. How often do you guys check in with each other? Like do you check in like every night? Okay, let's
every day.
Weekly,
every day.
Like every day you check in. Okay, got it. Cool.
Especially, because we are, every time we have something we need to get, right? Like Christmas, right? Christmas is usually a big expense for kids.
Right.
So we okay, what do we have coming in, and what's kind of on the horizon, like, oh, there's like 2 birdhouses ready to go, we can make another bench, like just make the money.
So you just like keep flowing. I think always be mindful about your cash flow, and
it's like how much do we need to spend, and so how much do we need to sell. Because the like the work, our full-time work is usually keeping up with bills, right?
Yeah,
But the
yeah,
extra
yeah,
stuff, we want to
yeah,
do is,
yeah,
what we bring in extra. So,
yeah.
and it's
Gotcha.
been really helpful to be able to have,
Mm-hmm.
just make the
Right.
money we need.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And you guys, that's amazing too. Like you guys always make time to like do something with your family, your children. Like you always go. Henny and Patrick, they amaze me. Like since they have their first baby, they already been traveling. It's just like not even a week. She already take Hannah, her first one, to traveling road trip, right?
Yeah.
So tell us more about how do you get how do you manage to do all that, like especially now with 4 kids, right? Like how do you plan your vacation time and the budget, and do you plan
Mhm.
that, like, because something you did always spontaneous thing too, what I mean?
Mhm.
So how do you like do you save money like really well? I mean, like, do you actually have the discipline of doing that,
Um, yeah, it's like a work in progress, right?
yeah.
And so, starting end of last year, we started
Mhm.
opening up one of the rooms,
Mhm.
for Airbnb, and that's
Gotcha.
another extra income that's,
Mhm.
like occasionally
Got
comes rolling in.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Of course, sometimes it's an inconvenience because when that happens, then we'll pull all our kids from their rooms to our basement room.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
we're all
Mhm.
sleeping all together forever,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
long
yeah.
they're here, for,
Yeah, yeah,
maybe
yeah,
it's a
for
month
sure.
and we're here for a month.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it helps for, buying their more summer clothes or whatever, whatever they need,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Right, right.
So when it comes to like vacations, we usually see what we have, what we can, handle. So
Mm-hmm.
like during the quarantine, um, we are cooped up the whole time, right? And so we found a Airbnb that's kind of like 3 or 4 hours away, like out in the boonies, like really
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
awesome, like cabin with a skate park,
Uh-huh.
like pretty
Yep.
affordable, for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
price. So we're like, this is totally worth it.
How
And in
much
the
was
summer,
that? I'm curious. How much it cost
I
to
want to
do that
say,
trip?
it was like 300 a night,
Oh, it's
maybe.
not bad for the whole family. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. And it's like
Yeah,
a skate park is definitely a seller, so the kids
yeah.
got to go, and it was like Caleb's birthday. So, it was nice to
I
get
see.
out, end of
Yeah, yeah.
school, right?
That's cool.
It's just a
Very
nice,
cool. That's
uh,
amazing.
I mean, last year, there's times when money's tight, obviously,
Yeah, yeah.
and so for those when we want to go visit family still in California, we,
Right.
either I will go with Hannah or Sarah, or so not the whole family can go because that
Mm-hmm.
could be like major
Yeah,
major
yeah, yeah.
expense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely,
So it does
absolutely.
take a lot of planning.
Yeah. Also, that thing that I thought was really cool about Henny and Patrick is the way they raise their children. With tell us about your views about how to raise your children. I think you're very good at like
Mhm.
setting a good example. How do you make them be like so independent? And also believe in God and all that stuff, right? So tell us a little bit more about your views on how to raise your
Sure.
children, like what you expect them to do.
Yeah.
Are they're not as pampered as sometimes like
Right.
the Asian family normally do, and I just like that's a good balance. So
Yeah.
tell us about that.
I think this has something to do with when I was what 12,
Mhm.
and our parents sent me to Singapore. I think that has a lot to do with it.
Oh,
so
okay, okay.
so I was not forced, but kind of forced to be independent.
Yeah, yeah,
figure it out.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I need
That
to
is a good training.
figure out how to organize my stuff, how to
Yeah, yeah.
get from here to school, right, by bus or
Mm-hmm.
train, whatever you need to get there.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
you kind of had to like work that muscle of like
Mm-hmm.
thinking for yourself, like how do I do
Yeah.
this?
Mm-hmm.
And so when it comes to raising kids, I feel like my expectations is the same. That
Mm-hmm.
if I could figure out,
Mm-hmm.
then you can. Obviously,
Yeah.
I started later at 12, but I think I started my kids maybe when they were 8,
Mm-hmm.
7, 8, 9, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
To,
Uh-huh.
there's 4 kids, right? I mean, like my hands
Yeah,
are full, so I have
yeah.
to delegate. I start delegating because, if not, that's
Uh-huh.
crazy, right? Burnt
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah.
And
Uh-huh.
so whatever they can do, like bring laundry downstairs, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Uh-huh.
then Hannah's the oldest, so she's she was maybe 10 or 11 when I started teaching her how to turn on the dishwasher. I mean, not dishwasher, but the laundry. The
Okay,
washer.
okay.
How
Do
to,
they do their own laundry now or what?
I still do that, and then they have to fold it and put it away.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Because
That's
there's
cool.
too many clothes.
Folding laundry takes time. Washing
And
actually
then-
faster.
And then, like I think starting last summer, because, summer school's over, they're bored, right?
Mhm.
We don't want them
Yeah.
to be bored. So we start them on a chore, like points list.
Oh, nice.
So if they water the plants, right? Because we have a lot of planters, obviously. So we need help with watering plants. So they have to water their plants. Then they get a point or 2 points or whatever. And then if they, like Hannah and Gabe, were washing dishes every day,
Okay, nice.
so they get points for that. And so it just, help them have a goal too for summer.
Yeah.
Then you can.
Do they like
claim your
that?
prize.
Do they like doing that?
Yeah, because
Gotcha.
they can claim it early. Like if they get maybe 15 points, they can go to dollar store for like 5 items or something.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So it
okay.
depends. We have to adjust it because they were too good. So we have to
Oh,
raise the
no.
bar. Like we'll be broke by summertime. Summertime's over.
That's why you have to sell the logs.
To feed them, yes.
It's a good problem. It's a good problem.
So we have to raise the bar.
Oh, that's funny.
Like
What
if
do you
they
tell
waited,
them?
like if they waited, like they don't claim it. Like Hannah's really good at waiting and waiting and
That's so
waiting.
funny.
Then she can get like something bigger at Walmart or something, like a $20
Oh man.
toy or something.
Wow, this is whole ecosystem in the house.
It just helps.
What do you call the economy?
It just helps.
It's great training for them, It's the reality of life,
Yeah.
So yeah.
I can't wait till they can cook. Gabe's
Oh my gosh.
Gabe's
You have to buy the air fryer. That's it. It's the best investment. Get the air fryer. No oven needed. They can just press a couple buttons and it's oven, air fryer. It's healthier for you. So I'm serious. You should do it. Yeah.
That's on my list.
Get the air fryer. Yeah. So definitely then that they can be cooking. You can get to it.
Yeah. That's really awesome.
Meals.
Who doesn't like
they will love it too. And then you can up your chart there, right? Hey, if you cook, you get like 5 points out of 1.
I can't wait. That'll be awesome. I mean, they do like, like I buy those cookie doughs, and then they can do that. They can put it on the cookie sheet and we'll just supervise.
Seriously, the air fryer can bake, can fry, can dehydrate. Yeah, you can make, jerky and stuff. Yeah, everything. It's all in one. I know I'm just doing, I didn't get paid to advertise this.
What brand are you using?
I put in my Instagram at Erna Blooms. I mentioned about the air fryer. Yeah, something I was grateful for. Yeah. So yeah, I think you should totally check into that.
Maybe we can get sponsorship. We'll write about you.
Oh wow. Yes.
I used to get free samples all the time when I was doing the magazine.
So yeah. Okay, I'll put in the link. The brand. Okay.
And we'll hashtag it and all that, and then hopefully they'll notice us and they'll send us a new one.
Yeah. So maybe you start making. You have your kids make stuff, and then help them promote it. That would be really great. Okay, my little ones can cook now.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It really helps. I mean, the whole attitude of encouraging them to do it for themselves.
Yeah. Yes.
Especially during e-learning, like Hannah has her own schedule. Like she's pretty much in her room the whole day because she has live classes every day, almost every hour. And so she'll come down and she'll make her own sandwich or something. Because her lunch break is really only 20 minutes. So it doesn't give
ours only 10 minutes. Yeah. So they have to be sufficient. Yeah, for sure.
So it just helps for her to just do that on her own and go back out.
Gotcha. And amongst all this disciplinary, things that you guys do, and there's all the joy, being, surrounding them in you and Patrick's creation, right? So I want to ask you, if you were to leave, how do you want to be remembered by your children? Would you share about that?
I think I just want them to know that they can do anything they put their mind to. Nobody even I can't tell them what they can't do, you know. Because I think a lot of people in their lives will try to do that, you know, because I know
Yeah.
they have they're kids right now, but they have big dreams, right?
Yes.
And so I just want them to know that, you know, if they want to do something, they should at least try it and go for it.
Yeah. Do you share with them your resourcefulness? Like, how do you get the resources? Do you teach them?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
teach them how to think. Like, do you have any like an example? It's a hard question, but not sure. So if you, I think that's a beautiful reminder, for everybody to like don't lose that, right? And for the kids to to get encouraged in that environment is kind of a blessing in a way, and sometimes. So I also have this kind of, I hear this other school of thought, if you tell them that they can do anything, then they get disappointed because it's not that easy or something. But so I think the great thing about what you're teaching is you're also showing them how to do it, how to make it from idea all the way to finish line. So to me, like, they kind of used to that. But I think, like, there's something that you are doing that maybe you think is a normal thing, but some of us might not doing that. So I think I want to ask you that question, that how do you instill that you can get all those things, but you have to work for it? Or how do you like find the resources to get there? Like a lot of entrepreneurs, like, they just have dream or entrepreneurial minded people, but they're not there yet, right? How do you get the resources, and how do you teach that in your kids, like, to instill that, so that they don't, it's just like they don't get entitled by that blessing of opportunity, you know what I'm saying? So how do you make sure that they don't get delusional? I should say.
I don't know if this pertains, but just as of this week, we found out that one of our kids is really behind. He's in the gifted program, which is a good thing, right? He's a grade ahead, but at the same time, he's also behind, like really behind, like a couple books behind.
Okay.
And so, the teacher finally reached out to us, like, hey, he hasn't finished any of his stuff, like for the first semester and second semester. So we're in the second quarter. I'm sorry. Quarter.
Yeah.
And so we're like, what? How did this, happen? And so, the teacher said, if this is not right for him, then we'll move him back to the regular class, right?
Oh, I see.
And
Gotcha.
initially, I was like, yeah, you're right. But then after we talk about it, as a family, right? We talked about it.
Yeah.
Asked him and asked Patrick and talked about it. Patrick is like, no, we're gonna do it.
Oh, I love this.
We came up with a system for him to kind of stick to over the weekend. And so we're like, you know what? No, we gotta focus. So just from Saturday, I think a lot of it is that he forgot to submit it too. He did the work.
Oh, yeah, my daughter
that's half the battle.
Yeah. My daughter did that. Okay, she forgot to submit it. Yeah. That happened.
And so Saturday, book 1 was done, right? Saturday, book 1 was done, and Sunday today, book 2 is about to be done. So, and we talked to the teacher, and we set up like one-on-one times with her for next week, just the last week of school. But we gotta do what we can, So And so I think he will be caught up by the end of the year at least. And so
nice.
When it starts the new year,
great. Yeah.
And he'll be on par with everybody else. So it's just like teaching them to like how to work through it, because he was like almost like on the brink of crying, like frustrated, and like in the e-learning setting,
Phyllis,
very isolated, especially
Absolutely,
in the gifted program, they're separated from the regular class.
Oh, I see.
And they never had a one-on-one time with the teacher, so it's like even more isolated, like you're lost. You're like floating in your own place. And so you don't know what's expected of you, and so it just helps to just give him a structure every day. So every hour, do one page. Every hour, do. So if you do it quick, then you get a long break. If you do it slow, then you lost your break.
Gotcha. Did he improve on his own discipline?
Yeah,
Great.
for sure.
Yeah. That's good. Thank you for sharing that vulnerable story. I think there's a lot of mom out there,
Mhm.
parents, they kind of experience it. I experienced that with my
Mhm.
little one, and then
Yeah.
it takes the village to to get that support,
Yeah.
and for us to help them work through it and not give up on them, because that was gonna, it's gonna help them with their confidence, being able to
Yeah.
work through things.
Yeah.
Say I've done it, and my parents there for me, to
Yeah.
support me, and this is how I do it, and then they get that
Yeah.
validation of that
That
I can
they
do it.
there was a
Mhm.
reason why he was in the gifted program,
Yeah, not to give up
So
on that.
I'm glad we didn't. I mean, even if we don't hit the goal this year, at least he
Mhm.
tried, right? He did
Exactly.
as much as he can,
Mhm.
and that's the
Yeah,
important
yeah,
skill.
yeah. Progress. Yeah, progress is
Yeah.
definitely key.
Instead of just
Yeah,
like rolling over, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go back to
yeah.
the
I'm just gonna
regular.
give up and get whatever I can get. Yeah, kind of thing. But you fight for it. Like you did your best. Put your
Yeah.
what best effort. That's admirable, and thank you for sharing that and
Mhm.
showing us how you guys did it. So that is a good example actually on how
Yeah.
you show them how to work through certain things to get where to claim your
Mhm.
position in
Yeah, because
this.
that's, I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of, an example of, somebody telling him, oh yeah, you can't do it, just forget it. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah. So I think
this is coming
I
from the
want the.
teacher.
Oh
So I'm
my
like,
gosh,
no.
that's unbelievable. Yeah. So I wanna, you get, this is, I just want to reiterate what Henny is doing here. I think we cannot give up on our, kids, our friends, our, right, our team members. So check with them, try to talk to them, and then support them and challenge them,
Mhm.
challenge them and while supporting them,
Mhm.
and sometimes, opinion of someone who's just ready to give up is not necessarily true, calling, that's not the only answer, right? So we have to push
Mhm.
through. So thank you so much, Henny, for being a role model on that. And
Yeah.
I know you have a lot going on, so I'm gonna wrap up this podcast. And thank you so much for coming on and sharing your wonderful work and your experience with family, and also with the business. I know that we probably gonna want you to come back for some other topics, but
Sure.
I think this is really great. Do you have one advice that you want to share with our audience from your experience and your passion?
Sure. I just want to challenge everyone to, look around your house. What do you need to clear out to make space, right?
Oh my gosh.
And I mean,
You're talking to me there? You're talking to me?
no, no,
I'm just kidding.
because sometimes the money is just sitting right in front of your eye or under your nose, right?
True.
Um, and so a lot of people just say, "Oh, I don't have the money," or "I don't have this." But if you look around, I mean, seriously, last year before we make stuff, we were selling our own stuff, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
furnitures, because
So where do you sell them? Where do you sell those things?
Facebook Marketplace,
Oxy Marketplace.
it's the easiest thing.
All
And so
right. Okay, you guys, Facebook Marketplace.
I hope they
Ooh, I'm gonna
sponsor
sign
me
up
next
soon.
time.
Yes. Amazing. Amazing.
But it's
You
just
mean like
like
you sell anything, like anything
anything,
there? Oh,
furniture,
whether it's
because
what you create or
because
not.
when we start making stuff, we want our own stuff as our furniture, right? So we start selling the
Yeah.
stuff we bought, that we say kind of
Uh-huh.
junky anyway.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's how we sold them and make room.
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
so I challenge everyone to look around your house and see where where is the money around your house?
Oh
What
my
can you get rid
God.
of to make
Excellent. Excellent
space?
advice.
Like you want a new
I'm pumped.
sweater, you
I'm
want a
totally
new
pumped. I'm
this.
gonna do that. I'm gonna look around the house.
Like I want a new air fryer, right? So I'm gonna see what can I sell next.
Totally. Totally. For
Oh,
sure. For sure. Yeah, air
thank you.
fryer. Definitely you're gonna love it.
That's the last word.
And then the best part is like the whole family can make it. Even Sarah can make it. It just press the button. Yeah. Yeah, it's
Oh,
so
that's
easy.
fun.
And for the longest time I was like, actually my old daughter, Alana, who discovered that and then bought it for us, right? And then for the longest time I was like, what is this thing? I did not know. And until I finally first made that my first bacon in there, oh my gosh, it's so easy. I thought, and then I was teaching my little one. So anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
Henny. So that's a great advice. Everybody should check around their house and see what they can sell, and yeah, create them, get something new from that.
Yeah. Buy something you want.
Yeah, buy something new for 2021, right? So
Right.
yeah, I think let's do that. I think we should challenge everybody and
Oh,
do that. Like make a list around the house, and then open up a Facebook Marketplace account. Stop
I
posting
mean, it's
anything you
really,
never
it's
know.
just,
Yeah.
it's not really open a new account. It's just on your
What is it?
profile.
It is on
It's
profile.
under your
Okay.
profile,
Okay.
yeah.
See, yeah. This is why Henny's here. I'm gonna do that too. So
Minimal work
awesome.
is my goal here.
Great. Yes, we want to maximize, be efficient. All right, Henny. Really appreciate you coming on. It's always fun chatting with you. And you have a great rest of your Sunday. And I will see you next time.
All right. Thank you. That was fun. Bye.
Yes, it's fun for me too. Bye.
Bye.
All right, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed this podcast with Henny Vallee and learn a few tips that you can apply immediately in your household. Now, we're very curious. Once you did your homework that Henny gave us, let us know what is it, that one thing that you find in your house that you can repurpose or recreate or re-gift, that will bring joy to others. Please comment below, and please hit like and share and subscribe so you get notified for our next episode rollout. Now, thank you again for watching, and I wish everybody a happy holiday. Stay safe, stay well, and take care of each other, and see you next time.